Alright, Shalom, double honors to the apostles of GMS. Honors you brothers will be pushing this truth in sincerity. It's going to be a quick video about the Scoffers, man. Alright, it's going to be a quick video about the Scoffers and pretty much how they, they have it to where there's no edification coming out, man. They're actually not edifying anybody. See, when we out there, when we're on the comment boards and we're out there and we're talking about certain, gears, we, like, as you're going to see in the scriptures, we're actually rightly dividing what they're doing by way of the scriptures, man. All right. And that's the difference between someone who has too much time on their hands, of which clearly they do. All right. Because some of this, some of the comments that be left, you're like, man, damn, did you even watch the content on the video? Do you even actually see what was happening there, man? All right. But that's why, that's why the scripture says in the last days, you want to see scoffers walking after their own lusts. Without much further ado, I'm going to keep it short and quick and hopefully to the point. All right. So this is the book of Romans, the 10th chapter and the 3rd verse. And it says, for they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness. So they're actually ignorant of the fact, we get into the scriptures and so on and so forth. See, a learned man, right, who has a query or something that he stumbles on, he's going to ask questions as pertaining to that, all right, with some kind of back footing, we come bringing something forth to the table, for instance, or, you say you make a point, all right, and you come with the knowledge that you already have, and that knowledge is either going to get dissected, like it says in the book of Hebrews, the 4th chapter, on the 12th verse, the word of the Most High is quick and powerful. All right, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing. So you come with that contrary doctrine, becoming a humble spirit. What you're saying is going to get cut up, and you're going to get cut up. All right, but ultimately, you're going to come to the knowledge, man. You're going to get understanding. That's how everybody learns. That's why the scripture talks about in Isaiah, the 28th chapter and the 9th verse, you got to humble yourself as a child, because what you knew. Another precept that comes to mind is the knowledge of this world is foolishness, man. So and what you bring forth to the table, all right, of an instant, man, you got to regurgitate that, man. You got to throw that out and you take in the whole world, the new world, man. And guess what? It's going to be sweet to the taste, all right, but it's going to turn, it's going to make you bitter. You see, these scoffers is coming with that sweet talk, man. And that's why the scripture also says in the book of, was it Isaiah or Jeremiah, speak unto us smooth things, man. All right, so it said they've been ignorant of the Most High's righteousness, all right, righteousness established within the scriptures that the elders are rightfully breaking down and teaching the younger men underneath them, and they're going out and teach it, all right, going about to establish their own righteousness. So they establish their own thing, man. All right, and they push their own feelings. Oh, I think this, so this must be the truth, man. With no backfooting, like the thing with the IUIC in the name of the Lord. Man, that ain't deep, man. That's the most shallowest, most weakest breakdown I ever seen, man. All right, coming from the guy with the conch and so on and so forth. But that's, that's old news. All right, but that came to mind off of the back of me saying that statement. All right, going about to establish their own righteousness and have not submitted themselves unto the righteous. And it says submit. Think about that. Submit. You have your woman submitted to you. What does that bring to mind, man? That brings about the thought of humility. All right. And we see a guy wearing a garment as though he's already in the kingdom, man. A garment of which Clark Kent will be ashamed to be next to, man. All right. A garment that's, man, that's pretty much out of this world. That's not someone who has submitted himself. Like it says, they submit themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. Them guys ain't submitting themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High, man. They're going about to establish their own thing. And that's why we say they're going to be destroyed, because clearly you can see, man, they ain't got the juice, man. All right. They're going about their own thing, man. All right. Going about their own feelings. All right. This is the book of 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter and the 3rd verse. And it says, knowing this first, that they shall come in the last days scoffers. So that's one indicator, one good indicator right there, that we're in the last days, man. All right. Because they're multitude of scoffers, man. You got different kind of scoffers, man. Scoffers just out there at the camp. Scoffers that specifically, they're qualified, their qualification, all right, their speciality. All right, that's the word I was looking for. Their speciality is to scoff on the comment boards. They got it to where their whole environment, their whole technology environment has it to where whenever a video is pushed out by certain individuals, they got to jump on it and say something. It doesn't matter whether it's constructive, they just have to say something. All right. And that's why the scripture says they're going about to establish their own righteousness. Because if you weren't just saying something, you're going to come with the scriptures. Half the comments on them comment boards ain't even scriptural, man. If not more than that. And then when you go to the guy's page, what do you see? Nothing, man. Absolutely nothing. All right. So if you got the truth and you got it 100 and we don't have it, so now we're going to follow you and you ain't got no videos? Tell me that don't make no sense. All right. So it says, knowing this first, all right, that they shall come in the last days, scoffers, walking after their own lust. Okay. And saying, where is the promise of his coming? All right. For since the fathers have slept, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. All right. So let me pull up the next scripture. This is going to be in the book of Proverbs, the 1st chapter. And I like this book of Proverbs, the 1st chapter on the 26th verse. This is a nice scripture, man. All right. And that's what, yeah, it's a proverb, isn't it? So it's gonna be nice. It's gonna roll off the tongue because a proverb is a saying, man. All right. So it says, I'll start from the 20th verse. The 20th verse. It says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief places of concourse, in the openings of the gates, saying, how long you simple ones will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. What's the reproof? The elders getting on your ass, man. All right. Telling you, look, man, you think you got it 100, but you don't. Here's the reason why. And that's the difference between us and them. We say, you're wrong. This is why. And they say, you're wrong. And that's it. That's not edifying, man. All right. What good is a basketball coach when he says, your layup's wrong, and he don't teach you how to do the layup? So what? I'm better off just doing what I was doing in the first place, because you ain't teaching me shit. All right. So it says, turn you at my reproof, and behold, I'll pour out my spirit unto you, and I'll make known my words. And it says, because I have called and ye refuse. Because we're calling, man. We're the Most High's mouthpiece. The scriptures speak about that. We're calling, saying, look, get right. All right. And when you get right, preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season, man. All right. I think I got that as the next precept. All right. That's what we're telling you. Most High is cold, but you refuse. You're like, nah, man, I don't want to do my own thing, man. I want to be out there where it's pleasant, you know. I want to be out there where it's cool, you know, where I can relax. But the Most High ain't about you relaxing in this society, man. It's about you suffering in this society, so you get purged from the wickedness of this society, and therefore you don't suffer when the wicked suffer in this society. All right. It says, because I have called and ye refuse, and I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set not all of my counsel, and with none of my reproof, I will also laugh at your calamities. The Lord's going to laugh, and we're going to be laughing as well, man. We're going to laugh at that, man. Laugh when your calamity comes, and mock when your fear cometh. And when your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. All right. When your distress and anguish cometh upon you, you know, those is indicative of ICBM nuclear missiles, man. All right. They're actually going to have it to where your anguish is gonna come up on you as a whirlwind, man. All that you known and loved in this society is gonna mean nothing in a single day, man. This is the book of Revelations, the 22nd chapter, and the 18th verse. It says, for I testify unto you, every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, and if any man adds unto him. You see a lot of guys, man, scoffer Israelites, man. All right. They are persistently adding on to the word in the Most High, man. So what does the scripture say about that? If any man add unto these words, add unto these things, rather more, all right, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. So all the curses that's going to befall this society, especially them ICBM nuclear missiles, just like that's likened unto a curse when you read the book of Zechariah, the 14th chapter, and the 12th verse. All right, the Most High is going to add on to those curses to you, man. All right. For scoffing and going about to establish your own thing, man. All right, going about to establish your own righteousness. The Most High is going to impart that onto you, man. So it says, 2 Timothy 2:15. All right, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not be ashamed, rightly. Let me read that again. Rightly, correctly, as a synonym. All right. rightly dividing the word of the Most High, man. All right. And that's what we're doing out here, man. We're rightly dividing the word of the Most High, and you guys ain't doing it, man. All right. Them empty comments on the comment board, man, that's all that's doing is getting us sharper. That's the ironic thing of it. See, you think you're actually doing something in the statements that you're making. See, you come with all that nonsense, and sometimes, you know, you look at it and you're like, yo, man, this guy's out. But then we got to prove what you're saying is out. And that in turn makes us sharper. So the Most High is using us to be sharper so we can obtain the kingdom, and you're going to be destroyed. That's a double loss, man. See, the way I would look at it, if I was on your side, man, I'll just go out there and enjoy myself, man. You're actually adding on to us. You ain't taking. You're actually making us better at what we do. Now, ain't that a bitch? You know, right? It says, and ye shall be hated, or we're hated, man. We shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. All right, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. So pretty much with that, I'm going to say, all praises unto Yahweh, Shemi Al-Shai. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Honor your brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Stay up. Shalom.